Coming up, disaster strikes and we try to recover the mining rig and drill. And that's all we do in this very, very weird episode of Space Engineers. Welcome back to Space Engineers, and we seem to have run into a little bit of an issue. Well, actually two issues. One for me, but another issue that seems to be a little bit more, well, visible, I suppose, is this issue. Mr. Jacobin, could you explain what you think may have happened to this drill that you spent so much time trying to set up and get running?
I think what happened was I've wasted the past session of time. So basically, I was messing around with the drills so that we could get double piston, triple piston, whatever, so that we could increase the length it can go down. The one crucial mistake I made was I decreased the safety detach parameter for the top piston down to its lowest value, because I was trying to see if it did offset thing like the rotors do. Which basically meant that once I left the drill bit under only the top drill, so I disconnected the merge block here, well, it collapsed and went into the ground.
So that's what we're left with currently. We're left with a drill that is in pretty bad shape. Now we're going to try and do a recovery of this drill, but as you can see, you may have noticed, Jacobin seems to be floating a little bit. I seem to have some problems. I have desynced from myself.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try and explain how that's possible.
Yeah, two of us, both of us, we've worked with computers. We know quite a lot about computers. We cannot explain how it's possible for a host to desync off his own game. Fix your game, Keen. Right, yes. But for this, our primary target for this session is going to be recover this, get it back operational. So, should we go ahead and do that?
Yeah. So, here's the idea. We've still got the merge block, the side merge block that can attach to the piston over here. So what we want to do is we want to angle, we want to use a landing gear to pick this thing up, move it so that it can connect to this merge block, and then we'll be completely fine, because then we can use this merge block to align it with another merge block that we'll place at the top. And then, hey presto, it's working again.
That's pretty much the plan. Now, we have two schools of thought on how to execute this plan. We have small blocks that we could use. We could create a little crane out of small blocks. As you can see, these are rather large, in an effort to save space and make things a lot smaller. Or we could connect up to this large grid, ensuring that one of our axes are already sorted out. However, that means that we're going to be using more resources temporarily. So, I don't know which one's going to be the better one. Personally, I feel the large one might be better because we don't have to build another reactor and it sorts out an axis for us. But the small one will be better overall on resources.
Yeah.
I think we should...
I think large grid would be the better option here, because then, right, we can keep it and use it again if I screw up.
Very true, very true. And we could always... And if it works, we know that we can use a similar design method for anything else that goes wrong. So let's go ahead and do that. So step one is going to be...
Step one, you need a platform on which to place all of the components.
Well, here's an idea.
For the drill.
Here's an idea. Got a bunch of... Oh, I don't even know how much jetpack fuel I've got. Oh, plenty of jetpack fuel. But I'm going to do this on the running. Right.
So,
yeah, this looks good enough.
This is all made of half blocks, just so that you're aware.
Okay. That's fine.
Might not have been the best move, but sure.
We could use scaffolding block. Are you going to keep them like that?
You can change them out.
I think
they're all stuck in the ground, so they won't move.
No, I'm thinking about frames here.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Because if we're not going to weld these, are we? I don't think there's any point welding them. So if we swap them out for scaffolding blocks,
yeah,
it'll be. Oh, I can't carry any more. Right, yeah, because I'm full.
Yeah, you might want to do something about that.
I'm full of steel plates. There is a conveyor here. I could put it in the conveyor.
Conveyor doesn't have inventory space.
The drill does below
The
it,
drill is.
but it's offline, so it's probably We're not probably going to be able to put anything in there. If I just destroy these, you just collect the
I can.
bits, and we'll do the exact same thing. Like, and we'll just use. There we go. It's like a paper trail. It is just a steel trail instead.
Yes, a much more expensive paper trail.
Very much so.
And not biodegradable.
No, not at all. Right, let's see. Do they have half blocks on this? They should have half blocks. Where are you? Half blocks, where are you? Light scaffold slab. That's probably it.
Yes.
Yep, that's the one. Let's pop those on. If it wants to sit on it properly, which at the moment it doesn't. There it goes, now it's sitting properly. He says as it doesn't want to sit properly again. There it goes. So at least this we can put together, and they'll be fully functional working slabs.
They'll have maximum durability.
Somewhat. They're kind of easy to break.
Well, yeah, but they've got more durability than unwelded.
Yes. Once we weld them up, yep. So we could... And you can see they weld very quickly too.
Which is very useful. Right.
Yep, that's why I like using scaffolding.
What we want is having a scaffold block under there. Connect that to another one. If I can actually get that. There we go. Weld these two. Well, get the next one. Weld these up.
Right. I'm just thinking we're going to stick a landing leg on this. We've got a piston with a landing leg. The piston should be able to come out all the way. Small problem with that rotor, it's not going to be able to, unless you're going to lift it up from the bottom. Or from the top, sorry. Are you going to lift it from the top?
Or are you going to... From the top.
Okay. Because I was thinking of lifting it from the side, but yeah, okay, let's lift it from the top.
Well, it should be fine either way, right?
It should be, yeah. It's just a different angle, so we just got to approach it slightly higher up, I suppose. That's all.
Yeah. Construction component, large steel tube, motor, computer.
Okay. Right, I've got a load of steel plates, so if you want to start grabbing other stuff, we've got enough steel plates, I think, to build everything that needs to be built. So we've got a rotor, we're going to have to put a... Right, hang on, the angle of this, is this going to need a second rotor to straighten it up? I don't think it is. It's just going to need that single... we're going to need a second rotor to work on the y-axis. Sorry, the z-axis.
Yeah.
Alright, I can get us another rotor. He says as the rotor does not wish to function. There it is. Can we not put two rotor parts together just to create a... We don't have to put... No, we do have to put two rotors like that, don't we?
Yes.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
That's really annoying.
Which is why I embedded this rotor below the surface.
Yeah. Right, that should be functional, and the next one.
In addition, you need to make sure that the rotor part, the rotor head, has been welded.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some large steel tubes missing on that one.
We don't.
Rotor
we don't
part,
need
sorry.
them for reinforcing. I don't think we need them. Famous last words.
It seems to be functional, so.
Right.
Alright, now we need a piston on that.
Yeah.
And then a landing gear on that. Right, I have the steel plates for that once again. Come on, do this. Coming up, we attempt to recover a drill. And that's all we do in this episode of Space Engineers.
I have a sneaking suspicion that this won't work.
Due to the height.
Yep.
I was thinking that. Hang on. Place a block on that and then a... No, we should be able to make it work. It may just work.
Okay.
Because if you place a block on the front of that... I'm going to stand precariously on the drill. Yeah, by sticking a block, you know, right here, and sticking a landing gear under that, should that not be enough?
We won't be able to lift it.
Yeah, okay. I see the problem. No, we don't need to lift it, I don't think. Hang on, where's the merge block? Oh, the merge block's too low. We do need to lift it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the thing that we could do to make this better is if we turn this rotor here, which is pretty simple. If you want to get rid of the piston and the other.
Yeah, I see. I think I see where you're headed with this.
Right. I'm going to go turn on the antenna just to make this thing easier.
Sure. Please don't drop everything in this. Oh, thank goodness. Alright, I've got enough for the block and the piston again. We need to...
Right. Go. Rotor. So this will be spinning around due to X. Rotor Y, and we're going to have this as
piston out of here.
Rig, just to make it easier. Right. So the way that we want to do it is we want to have the piston going like that.
Yeah, I see what you're trying. I was just looking at this and wondering if it's better to lower it down. To lower it to this point here. See where this half block is? And just stick a piston straight out. Therefore, we'd already be on the right vertical axis. Or at the right height. And then all we need to do is try and lift it. And if we were to lift it, extend the piston at the same time, little bit of trigonometry, and job done.
Yeah.
Because then what we do is, how far can that piston go?
The piston can go quite far. Give me a second, I'll throw it out to maximum.
Yeah, if you throw that out to maximum, then we can work out from there.
Sell piston for the life of me. Yeah, so we do that. Oh God, what are you doing? Why is it spinning?
It's not spinning for me.
Right, well it is for me, and it's a bit freaky. I think I put too much torque.
Oh, you mean you've pushed it pushed so much it started spinning it?
Possibly.
I see no spin. Okay, it's retracting now. Very slowly.
Well, on my screen, it's Clang has infected it severely.
Right. We're going to be running into some problems here, I feel. As the sun comes up.
That's highly entertaining.
Okay, that piston definitely moves as far as it... Much more than it needs to do what I was thinking. And that is, we do this exact same setup, or very similar setup, down slightly lower, so that a piston is already in line with this. Then what we do is on the end of the piston, will we need it on the end of the piston? We could add another rotor on the end of the piston to angle. Yeah.
I've got an idea. Instead of trying to do it all in one crane. Right?
Well, I was thinking of adding another bit. You're trying to do one up there. I was thinking of adding a block.
We use the piston here,
right,
to pull up the to pull up the drill.
and then connect it the other way. That could work. If we can pull it up and then straighten it.
Yeah. Well, we need it pulled up anyway, so we may as well do that. And then and then we can do the same thing that happened before and break it again.
Yeah, I'm just worried that this is turning into what we did last time.
It's effectively the same problem.
Yeah. Except now there's one extra variable, and that is that the drill is sideways.
Yes.
Hang on a minute.
What? Have you found a really, really easy way to do this?
I may have.
Okay.
You said the pistons extend quite significantly.
Yeah.
Okay. We want to essentially connect it up to the top. That's where it needs to be connected in the end of all of it. Okay. Yeah. This merge block here. If we get rid of this merge block, replace it with a landing gear, and extend that piston out, we should be able to grab it.
Yes.
We can grab it and pull it back, and therefore at least we've got it lined up. Then we lower the other one down and grab it, and now we've actually got it all lined up where we need it. Yeah, pretty much like that. That should grab it. I was thinking of attempting to put a rotor on to rotate before we put the landing gear on, so we can then grab, pull, and then rotate.
Yeah, that should be something that we can do.
Yeah, I think if we do that, that's going to save us having to make that second one. I am worried a little bit about the differences in what we're seeing.
Oh, don't worry. We'll all die to it at some point.
This will all be fine.
Right.
So
what we want is
I want to take this piston off again. Oh. Take that off and take that off. For now, if we get rid of this.
Rotor.
We just lost a couple of steel plates down into the hole.
Okay.
Because I'm full once again. I have a lot of steel plates on me. Yeah, and then
I have a lot of heavy components. Give me a second. I need to throw that back a bit more. Then we place the rotor here, and then we place
a landing gear on that. But it needs to be a block which will probably have the landing gear on it.
Hang on, if I go get a slab. Slab will be better because it will not do bad things like that. If I can find a slab, that is.
What are you looking for? A scaffolding slab?
Yeah.
I think it actually does. It reads as slab, so.
Well, stupidly, I've already got it in the sidebar.
That's probably why you can't find it.
Right, and then what we do is we, stick up the landing leg on this.
Yep, pretty much. And now we get that running.
Right.
Oh, so, I don't know what that needs. Construction components, large steel tube and motors. I've put all the steel plates in.
Right. Go control.
Ow, that would have really hurt. That almost really hurt.
Yes.
I fell. I don't even know what I fell through. What
so
did
we
I
may have a slight problem.
Go ahead.
We can't retract far enough.
Okay. Think. Come on, brain. All right. New solution.
Okay.
Can we attach oh, it's still probably not going to be enough, is it? No, it might be enough. Okay, so we've got the rotor.
Yes.
We can have a large landing gear. We can attach more small components to the large landing gear, and therefore have a small connector or small landing gear at the end of it, saving us a whole bunch of space.
Yeah, that was the idea that I also had. So if we do this.
So if you just take that down, I will take. Sorry?
Nothing. Could you tear down the landing gear? I don't have enough space in inventory.
Oh, I put all the steel plates in it, didn't I?
Yes.
It's gone.
Okay, and then we want to... Yeah, don't fall through.
Yeah, that may be what I just did. Oh, yeah. that may be what I just did earlier. Save myself this time.
I'm going to throw some components away into a cargo container so I can do this properly. So what we want to do, double check. Yeah.
Don't do the same thing.
We want to get rid of this. We want to get rid of the rotor head. And then what we want to do is we're going to talk to the rotor at some point.
Is that a bike?
It's a car. Just try to ignore it. I usually try to stop these things from doing things. Right, and then add small head. There we go. Small head is there. You can see it's very tiny.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If we can just connect it like that, and then from there we can move forward.
Yeah, come on. Weld up. Weld up.
Can't get it.
I can't get to it now.
Let me try. Let me try. Let me try. There you go.
Okay, good, 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 good. And then we want to...
That was very difficult to get to.
Yes.
There.
Throw some onto there.
Okay, bring us another one, I think.
Yeah, and then we throw landing gear.
Yeah, no, I think if you just take out one further, I think.
Well, no, because we can use the piston to move it slightly.
No, sorry, I meant one further this way. So it's on in line with the piston. Because then the rotation will be matched to the piston distance, so you're not going to have to an offset on the rotation.
Like so.
Yeah, like so, exactly. So let's weld this up.
Okay, right.
Oh, that one doesn't want to weld. There it goes. And
work on welding.
this one. Alright, construction component, large steel tube and motors. I can get that. You go there. I don't need any more steel plates. Why am I carrying some stone on me? I don't know. Whilst we're doing all this, there's a whole bunch of iron and uranium that's happily refining itself for us.
Yes.
I actually don't... What was it that I wanted? Motors, construction components and large steel tube, I think? Strong unknown signal was detected 71 kilometers away. I don't fancy going to get that.
Yeah. It's like a third of the way around the planet or something.
Yeah, I don't fancy going to get that, to be completely honest.
Right.
And on that, I think this is a good cliffhanger to end this particular episode.
Yes.
So there we have it. You guys will have to tune in next week to see whether we manage to recover, or next episode, not next week, to see if we manage to recover the drill. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Space Engineers. Don't forget to hit the like button if you liked the video, and subscribe to catch more episodes. If you have not yet done so, please follow me on Twitch at www.twitch.tv/ecgadget, and please consider also supporting me on Patreon, www.patreon.com/ecgadget. Lastly, please do follow or subscribe to all the other players in this series. Channel links to the channels for Vectrix, Snaggles, Carter and Jacobine will be in the description box below, as will the links to my Patreon and Twitch. Once again, thank you, and we shall see you soon in Space Engineers.